This is part 2 of the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius message for 7/9. I've stated before that this probably will be a trigger message. We've already done the Archangel messages in part 1, and they are very vital. So they're all having to do with you clearing yourself, healing yourself, and setting your intentions. So before I get into this read, please like, subscribe, share, and hit that bell. And thanks so much in advance for doing so. I will do my best to comment with the special information for both videos for the ancestor reading with the prices or the exchange amount. And this is what we have for you guys, air sign. We have the Three of Swords coming in. We have the Two of Cups, the Knight of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands, the Wheel, and the Two of Cups. Clarifying the Three of Swords, we have the Prince of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Two of Cups. If you guys hear the, like the rising and the dropping in my voice, it's because this is almost disbelief, honestly. I mean, it's almost disbelief. It's like, look at this reading. This is crazy. And I wanted to find more clarifiers for you guys. I don't know if I got to this part on part 1, but I was thinking that one card would come out and all of these cards spilled out. And what's so crazy is I kept seeing this devil card, and I was like, I see it, but it didn't come out. And so when I asked, is there any more messages, and all these cards spilled over, oh, look what was the very first card. Yeah. Well, by any means necessary, what needs to come out comes out. That's what I found out with this, this anointing, this gift that chose me, because I definitely did not choose it. And so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of get the read off of all of this right from the start, because I think that this is a message that you need to apply. I think it is what the Archangel message is trying to, it's like it's trying to build, positivity, growth. It's trying to build you up. It's not to break you down when someone tells you, you need a healthy lifestyle. And so with this devil card being next to this star card, what I get from it is, well, let me just make sure that I've mentioned them. We have the devil card, the star card, strength, the Queen of Wands, and the Princess of Wands. And I don't know if you're noticing it, guys, but we have like cups and wands. And that's it. Besides this Three of Swords energy in this first card. And as you can see, this card does not have 3 people in it. This Three of Swords card actually looks like the Fool card, but whoever this air sign is not happy about taking that leap. But that's just what the card's depicting. But let's just go ahead and check this message out down here. With all of this here, what I'm getting is it's taking strength about something that you're passionate about in your twin flame union. And when you look at it the way that everyone looks at, the twin flame union, the devil card, period, there's this energy of, that the energy is not positive. The energy is all over the place, honestly. We've got this masculine looking at his feminine. I mean, it's almost like he is so mad. in this card. Look at him. Who is he really mad at? Nobody can get that mad at someone else. Like, he's mad at himself. He has done something. You know what I'm saying? That, look at his face. Look at how red his face is. He is just as red as the devil. You know what I'm saying? It's like he is as guilty can be. So you guys, hey, look, this is just the message. If you don't like the message, it's probably for you. But if you click out here, I understand. I am an air sign, so I've been doing readings all morning. Hey, I do readings often. I don't post them all, but I've never even seen anything like this on anyone else's channel, because I do love to watch the readings. But anywho, anyhow, anyway, why is this serpent this big in this card? The first thing I see when I see this huge serpent, it's like I see Nicki Minaj like in the Anaconda video. I'm thinking of the Anaconda video. I'm thinking of how, like Beyonce singing, he got a big ego, right? And then if you look at it, his leg is covering up the eye of Horus. So what does that mean? Does that mean that he knew his enlightenment? He really had, it's like the way that the feminine's looking back at him in this card. She is looking like, look where we are now. You just had to go out there and, see what it was to see. Now you see, don't you, Because if you look at it, she has this cord attached to her around her wrist. But if you look really closely here, she's holding the cord herself. So it's like saying she's been off the chain. She is not, like she doesn't have anything controlling her. She's where she wants to be, and it's not comfortable because she has, like she's naked, so she's not hiding anything. So it could be that someone was madly in love with their masculine, and their masculine was dealing with inner, turmoil, being torn within himself. Because as you can see, she's beautiful. She's beautiful, and he is naive in this picture. Air signs. He's naive. And then the background of this picture, I'm trying to figure out where this fog is coming from. Because there's darkness and there's fog. It's like darkness, fog, cloud, devil. And then there's the wand in the card. So the devil is holding a wand in this card, and the wand is expressing to me, I'm getting Mayat. And so it's basically like the 48 laws of Mayat. Some people say it's 48 laws, but anyone that's truly educated tells you there's way more than 48 laws of Mayat. And they broke it down to that for those that would have never reached the mark otherwise. And so maybe that's what's going on in this card. You got this masculine who was extraordinary, because when your feminine is extraordinary, she chooses an extraordinary masculine. And so there's that possibility that this wish, or this, like this star card and this strength card, having the Queen of Wands on the other side, coming from this devil energy, since I'm being told to read the card, read this in reverse during this retrograde, is showing some air sign that, you're always gonna be, you're always gonna be passionate about your divine masculine. And it's taking strength to look away, because this is all over you. Like it's almost saying you dream about him even when you're awake. And if you could really look at this card, I don't know if you can see it, but see there's like,
hey Mama, that's a card.
Yes, it is. Let me finish. Go back in there with babies and brother, sister.
No, I like more drinking my juice.
Okay. There's ancestors all in the card. So she has, like she has an expectancy of herself. She knows who she is. She knows where she's come from. And she knows who she is. She knows where she came from. And she knows that the ancestors are with her. She knows what's in the box. Like she is not concerned about Pandora's box. She is Pandora's box. And she chose to slow down, turn around, and sit down, to be intrigued by this masculine that obviously sparked her eye. Obviously they sparked each other's eye, is what this devil card is giving me, is that this divine masculine and divine feminine are extremely passionate about one another. And so you guys have to harness that energy. You have to do something with it, And remember that, there with this fire energy here, this Leo, Aries, Sag showing up in the reading. That's what this could be. Leo, Aries, Sag. The masculine could be Leo, Aries, Sag. It could go either way, But you are strong. You have strength. I mean, if you look at this, there's a snake right here next to this, huge lion. And even a lion is not trying to play with a snake. But this masculine is, is not really concerned with this snake. So it's almost to say, no matter, it could be a snake, ready to bite you. But your mind is on this twin flame connection that you're fixed on, When I see this in this card, it's almost saying like that's a statuesque version of your feminine, but it cannot even compare to your feminine. And so let's get into the read. With the Three of Swords energy, the Three of Swords energy is embodying the full energy. And so it's looking like, like that wounded warrior energy here. But, I mean, if you look at it, it's like the birds. The birds are even trying to battle in this card. From my understanding, the birds mean that you have ascended to a new level, like a rebirth. And maybe in this card it's just saying it took a lot out of you. And even though this has taken so much out of you, you were still able to, you're still able to love. You still have, like your soul is still harmonious and it still vibrates at the capacity to attain this Two of Cups. And then there's this Knight of Wands that's riding in. And so with the, like with the soulmate connections, a lot of times people feel like, oh, the Knight of Wands is just coming in to hit it and quit it. But in actuality, it's very spiritual, It's not necessarily your masculine. Maybe it's maybe it's you, Because we don't want to give our power away as feminines. We want to say what it really is. Were you crystal clear with your intentions with your masculine? Or, were you just hoping that, hoping that he would be on the same page that you're on, whatever page that is. So as you can see, he's riding in and he's riding out. Can you guys see that? Yeah. He's riding in and he's riding out. And then boom, here's the wheel, So the thing with the wheel is the wheel could spin any direction, right? So yeah, the wheel could have brought in anything. The wheel could have brought in swords, It could have brought in anything. But it brought in this Two of Cups. So air signs, are you dealing with someone that you feel like was just coming in to hit it and quit it? Or are you dealing with Two of Cups, disguised as Knight of Wands? Until you are healed from within, with this healthy lifestyle, this chakra clearing, and this angel therapy. With this angel therapy, once again, it says, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So have you consulted the angels and, truly gone within? And with the Three of Swords card, because if we just take it and go in the circle, which is crazy because it's almost like this message is like in the message of a snake. But you had the Two of Cups again. So it's like you're all in your head because your connection is not, it's not lining up with what you hear and what you hear most people saying. Oh, if he does this, then I will do this. But, people will say anything, like I said, misery loves company. So with this Three of Swords energy, the Two of Swords, the Two of Cups is here. Clarifying the Three of Swords energy. So you had the Three of Swords, the Two of Cups, and then the Prince of Cups in reverse. And in this, I guess the best way I can explain it is, you're in the twin flame connection. This is not going to be traditional in the way that soulmates unite. Your divine counterpart is not coming in, like emotional and wanting to, like spill this cup, spill all this emotion out. He's coming in, or she's coming in, because there's a magnetism that you all share, it calls, to your divine counterpart. It's calling them in because you are twin flames. And so, there have you. That is the message. So, or if you are air sign dealing with something like this and you want to get more clarity on it, or you want to find balance in it, because the reading is basically saying that you're initially and currently in the Three of Swords energy. You could definitely start doing the work and you could see a difference. It has to start with you. You know, twin flames have a, honestly, it's like the man with the world on his shoulders. You have so much love in you, and you're so passionate about love itself, especially as a Libra, Aquarius, a Gemini. You're so passionate about love itself that it can truly throw you off of your, like how they say, throw you off of your horse. So the one last thing that I wanted you all to see was at the bottom of the deck. You have the Arch Priestess card, which is amazing because you have the Archangel message, and then the Arch Priestess comes out at the end. So it's basically saying that you are an angel. So you came here. You're not lost, you're not confused, but you may be in the ways of the world. And so your union is probably burdened with worldly thoughts. There's something that you can do about that. Get in touch with me, please. Go to the website and we can get together and figure out what it is that you want to do. It may start with a reading. You may just want to start doing the work. I prefer to customize whatever I'm going to do with that person specifically. With myself being a twin flame in union, I can advise you with what I have done. So remember, you guys, the Arch Priestess is the original twin flame to the Hierophant. And in this deck, this card explains that the Arch Priestess has, like she has a scroll of memories. I almost like to say she is the Akashic record. She is every memory. She doesn't forget a thing. And you can take all of these memories and you can create, or go forward with a passionate endeavor that you have been dreaming about all this time. And that's part of the work. That's part of your mission as a twin flame.
Mama, where's my phone?
Wait just a minute and I'll get it for you.
My phone on the charger.
So that's what I got for you, air signs. A lot of Two of Cups, a lot of Knight of Wands, the Wheel here. So with the Wheel being able to spin any direction, either way you go, you get the Knight of Wands energy and you get this Two of Cups energy. So there's passion here and there's love here. And, there's nothing to be afraid of with this. It's about finding order within yourself so that you can come into union if that is what you want, to be in a twin flame union. So thanks for tuning in. All the extra info will be in the description box below. And I'll catch you guys on the next air sign reading.